Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain the poem Keeping Quiet. I have given brief explanation about the poet and about the poem. The poem Keeping Quiet is written by Pablo Neruda, a Chilean poet. Pablo Neruda, 1904-1973, was the pen name and later legal name of this famous Chilean poet, diplomat, politician. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. He wrote in green ink. This word is very much important. He writes all his works, all his poems. He composed everything in green ink, which was his personal symbol for desire and hope. This was his, thought about writing with green ink. His writings are simple, wherein lies their beauty. Originally written in Spanish, the essence of this poem is based on introspection and retrospection. The poet feels that some soul searching is needed for us to be at peace with ourselves and others. Actually, the poem was written in Spanish language and later it was translated into English. The poet is trying to highlight in this poem about introspection and retrospection. Introspection means assessing yourself, that what are you doing and what are the importance of it. Retrospection means looking at the back, inspecting your work of the past that you have done. He is telling that if all human beings start introspecting and retrospecting, the whole society, the whole world become a very nice place to live there. So because of lack of introspection and retrospection, everything is in chaotic, everything is completely in disturbance. This was his thought. This poem is a plea for universal brotherhood and peace. At 12, the hands of the clock, despite their differences, become one. Very important point that he has observed, understand, and just try to highlight. See the point, the poem title Keeping Quiet have altogether 12 letters. He is going to highlight the importance of the word 12. The day and night is divided between 12. 12 hours day, 12 hours night. The year is totally combination of 12 months. So here 12 is very much important according to his point of view. Even the title of the poem Keeping Quiet has 12 letters. Hence, Neruda appeals to the readers to take these symbolic 12 seconds to begin the journey from strife, barriers, and destruction. These things he wanted to be stopped very soon to peace, unity, and replenishment. This was his appeal. Now, in the poem, what does he plea? What does he request? See, the poem Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda, discusses the need of maintaining peace and silence. He stresses upon being quiet and harmless to the human beings, animals, and environment. He suggests that in order to maintain peace and harmony, it is required to stop and introspect ourselves. Introspect ourselves refers to the activity, the work we are doing. The poem is written in free verse. It does not follow any rhyme scheme, and this is one of the speciality of Pablo Neruda. Just like Kamala Das. Kamala Das also does not write her poem in rhyming scheme, means he writes the poem in conversational way. Same is the case with Pablo Neruda. He does not write the poem in rhyming scheme. He writes as if he is talking to the readers. He is just putting questions, he is putting answers, he is questioning and answering is going on, interrogation is going on there. So now please see, I am reading the poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. He does not say I. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the sense of brotherhood. All are equal. All are from one family. The whole world is a village, whole world is a family. He is telling that we all we will count to 12, as I give an example of 12. That 12 is very much important. He wants all of us to just count here refers to introspect and retrospects. Count means just introspect your activity all 12 hours of the day, all 12 hours of the night, all 12 months of the year, that what are we doing, for what we are doing, for whom we are doing, is there any outcome of this. He is telling now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. Keep still means we will not do any activity. We'll just introspect and retrospect ourselves, our activity, what actually we are doing in this world. When you will see the cause of disturbance in the society or in the world, you will come to know that it is the spread of religion, publicity of religion, propagation, publicity of language, publicity of culture, publicity of food, publicity of everything of the some special community, that they wanted to show of themselves that they are better. And because of this, the whole world is totally disturbed, okay, and at the brink of destruction. And because of this destruction, the narrator was totally unhappy, totally distressed, totally shocked and surprised. And that's why he wanted to teach a lesson to all the human beings, a sense of brotherhood, a sense of fraternity. And that's why he's telling, he's requesting, he's playing that we also stop our all activity and introspect and retrospect our activity that we are doing. For once on the face of the earth, we all are human beings and living on the earth. Let's not speak in any language. It is the language that is creating differences. Just as in our society, those who are speaking in local language or dialects, they are not supposed to be literate, they are not supposed to be refined, they are not supposed to be well cultured, they are not supposed to be well versed. And if the same person is speaking a standard language of international, language of national, so they are considered cultured, they are considered refined, they are considered to be educated. So first things he wanted to be stopped, that let's not speak in any language. We should stop in talking. We should not speak in language. We should just feel. We should just understand the need of the society, the feeling of the environment. So his first problem of the language there. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Here arms refers to the publicity, propagation, okay, and cultural practices. Here arms also refers to the empire, expansion of empire, just like America is doing that. He is expanding his area of territory, just like England he was doing before 1947 or before World War II. So now the America is doing, now the Russia is doing the same practices, okay, in all over the world. So he is telling arm here refers to the cultural expansion, and the second one is religious expansion or the power expansion, that we should stop this. It would be an exotic moment. Exotic means very pleasant, very silent, very peaceful, very happy moments, without rush, without engines. If there is no rush, no engines, okay, engines here refers to the moments of flights and vehicles or trains. If there will not be such a rush, everything will be an exotic, everything will be very quiet, very pleasant, very peaceful. We would all be together, and then what will happen? The whole human beings will be together in a certain as a strangeness, and this will happen suddenly. The whole human being will become together, and this will become, in sudden way. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. And now he's counting, giving references of the problem that human being has created in the environment. You know very well, by the geographical record or by the news channels, or with the help of papers, that because of the overfishing, the sea has lost its biological needs. Now it is totally disturbed, and because of that, tsunami is coming and some disturbance are coming in the seashore or near the seashore area, in the coastal areas. So he's telling indirectly that these are the things, these are the area, these are the places where are totally disturbed, okay, and destroyed. And because of this destruction, the human beings are facing a lots of problems. He is telling that the fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. Whales is the fish, okay. Overfishing, whales is the symbol of all the aquatic animals, all the animals that the human beings are clutching and capturing for their needs. And the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hand. And now he is telling that the man who is collecting salt will see his hands that is hurt. So indirectly the narrator is telling that due to industrialization, the human beings are missing their eyesight, hearing capacity, okay, inhaling and exhaling dust, and because of that they are becoming ill, they are losing their health. So he is telling that whatever activity we are doing, we should first introspect, okay, and retrospect, and then we should continue. In later two more stanzas, he will let us know that what does it mean inactivity. He does not want complete silence and peace. So he is giving some explanation. Now he is giving some references of disturbance in the environment. I have given some homework assignment. I have given two stanzas, from two stanzas. So you will do one line questions are there, and now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. This one time upon the earth, let's not speak any language. Let us stop for 1 second and not move our arms. So the question is, why does the poet want us to count to 12? So in one line you will answer. This part you all are not doing. You please see, for ASL, prepare a speech on deforestation and its harmful effect on climate. This part is very much important. And the next question is, prepare an article on the topic pollution in 200 words. Prepare a speech on the topic importance of plantation in 200 words. These 2-3 questions should be done, and the comprehension part also be done nicely. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you.